George Lucas has 4 children: Amanda, Katie, Jet, and Everest. Of the 4 kids he has, 3 were adopted and 1 is a biological child born via a gestational carrier. I believe Lucas's choice to adopt most of his children provides a telling clue about Rey and Finn's future relationship with Luke Skywalker. George has described children as the greatest spiritual endeavor of his life. The following quotes are from a New York Times interview from 1999. "Children are the whole point of life. Even as I was getting divorced, I decided that taking care of the kids was the most important thing I could do. You have to open yourself up to it, but I don't think there is any greater spiritual joy."
No, you're coming with me. I'll not leave you here. I've got to save you.
You already have.
When my first daughter was 10 hours old and I held her for the first time, it was like having lightning hit me, a transforming joy I'll never forget. Until then, I had loved movies most. After that, movies became second. Now the nurturing side complements the overcoming, dominating side. After all, we're here to promote life. Is it merely a coincidence that Rey and Finn, the 2 main new characters of the sequels, are both orphans who never knew their families? Is it a coincidence that The Force Awakens makes it a deliberate point to shoot down the idea that we will ever see Rey and Finn meet their real biological parents?
Like all of them, I was taken from a family I'll never know. You looked at me like no one ever had.
I see your eyes. You already know the truth. Whomever you're waiting for on Jakku, they're never coming back.
A recent Making Star Wars article claims Rey is key to bringing together a, quote, non-blood family. Though the sentence from the article is a bit heavy on editorializing, I believe it is worth sharing. It really makes you think about how much bloodlines don't matter as much as the families we make, and I totally agree. The Rey Skywalker theory predominates online discussions, but wouldn't an equally, if not more powerful message be one of family building between unrelated individuals? Is not the ultimate expression of compassion learning how to care for others as you would your own family? And if there is one thing that we have taken from Star Wars since Return of the Jedi, it's that compassion and love are the most powerful forces in the universe. I see no better way to execute this in the sequels other than having Luke discover what it feels like to be a father because of Rey's powerful effect on him, and perhaps together they can give Finn the family he never had as well. And of course, there is perhaps a larger message in seeing someone who holds great power, Luke Skywalker, make a conscious choice to responsibly use that power to lift up and elevate an orphan girl, someone who represents the lost and forgotten of society, those who despair about their future. I think at some point, most of us have felt like Rey when she's on Jakku cleaning her salvage, that we receive a glimpse of the future and we worry that our lives will never be more than the sum of the work we did just to survive. But Rey's story gives us reason to hope. Not a hope that we'll all get to go on a fantastical space adventure, rather a hope that we will one day find the belonging we all seek, a belonging that comes from being surrounded by people that we truly care about. Let us not forget that Rey doesn't necessarily crave adventure and excitement, even though she does enjoy those things. Rather, she's willing to walk away from the entire story to go back to Jakku and hopefully await her family's return. As for who Rey actually is, I have a theory about how the Force is countering the great imbalance that Yoda references in the Clone Wars, but that's for a different video. If you enjoyed this one, please like, comment, and subscribe. I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed on my first video. My goal was a modest 10 subscribers, but it ended up being 70 at the time of this recording. I never hoped for such a positive response, and as a result, I am more motivated than ever to keep improving my content. Thank you very much.